your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Benson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! All out of space. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Durham. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Benson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Benson. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Benson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Hughes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Benson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Durham. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Sends it downfield. Makes a grab down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. On target to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. LSU lining up 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Going up top again. Touchdown LSU! Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using this. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's into the open down the middle. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. the coverage, got it deep downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line, the offense looking for a score. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He might want another play. Moore will throw. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Using his legs, it's Durham. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Tigers have moved it inside the 20. Quick handoff. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels. So
makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the stomping has commenced. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Quick completion on the out. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Hughes. Wide open spaces. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. It's a seam wide open.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that is beautiful defense, timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
I think that ball carrier, his eyes were like saucers on that one. He knew he was running that thing right into the teeth of it, and boy, he paid the price.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. He's at the 10. The 10. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Trying to run, it's Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The corners are walked up tight. Bringing the heat. Now improvising. Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense playing a bail technique. 3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together.
home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it. The end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Kick is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. From the back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. They're working that left side. It's a running room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles. But they also do a great job at the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Moore to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Benson. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Lockett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The Ducks want to move quickly. Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Got it, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, it's Gibson. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Back to pass, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a boxes, and DKR home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Underway. That one bounds through the end. And it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. At midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Keeps looking downfield. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Leaves it with the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to throw, it's Manning. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking for a crease to the left. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th.
Number 36 on field goal.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Moore to the air. He tries to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. Open spaces. Touchdown Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lost a throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Fires left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Benson. At the 35, he's open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. He'll call for the fair catch here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Ducks will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he... When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. LSU right back to the line.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. checks. Moore will throw. Snagged out of the air. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left side. Sprinting away. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Anderson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. LSU quick to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Benson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Benson. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Makes the catch. It's Hill. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They just keep firing. Fires downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield. It's Nussmeier. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now
got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown LSU!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore to the air. Quickly complete. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 30. Turning on the jet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for a deep man. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Time to take a shot. Another incompletion on third down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
They booted away on fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Wants to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got the first down and more. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to get the corner. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job bringing him the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's Green. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. LSU right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tiger! And that one will give shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
LSU, 35, Oregon, 28.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore will throw. On target. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Ducks in the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their...
Bringing it back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Go straight ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Finds a tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Give to the running back.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Stewart. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keeps swinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Hill. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Wide open spaces. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. He'll start this drive firing. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. LSU quick to the line. To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. It's complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
On third down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like,
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice. Bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
and I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
At the 35, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you.
It's a seam wide open. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling them.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to keep the drive alive. Bust through behind his pad. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here.
Moves.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Pitch it up, that's a live ball. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. A fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Under fire. On the run, still looking. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
South Carolina, 7, LSU, 6.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. That was not a great throw. I'd even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it, and Just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Makes the grab. It's buried. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. LSU right back to the line. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down in the 38. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. Just ran him over. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. A little release to the back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead.
LSU 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That is no good. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So,
and he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Berry. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with second down coming.
And that's just the play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Trying play action. There's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Working on the right. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Looking for the 2-point try. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive action.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
The screen, and watch out! He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. It's a running room. There he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Anderson. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense defense looking for a score.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
LSU quick to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Touchdown LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That keeps the score. South Carolina, 21. LSU, 19.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Second down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the right.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. A designed run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Pocket breaking down. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Got a man, it's Anderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, LSU! They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Ripping through the defense. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium, Penn State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll to the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. complete. He's loose. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Allard. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Rolls it in. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Here's a hit. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's reeled in, it's Benson. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Completes it in the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Moore will throw. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. All out of space. Touchdown, Penn State! through the uprights. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moore to the air. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one up.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, that DB basically could have just ran that route for the wide receiver. He was all over him. There was no shot that receiver was going to be able to make that play. Beautiful job by the defensive back.
Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play from the 1st down.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in the position to go ahead and score points before the half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Benson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball's going to come.
He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Moore will throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
This time he's got it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Lots of running room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. On the option. Now the pitch. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And the pummeling has started.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision. Getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Benson. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Great move. Now he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
He's loose. There he goes. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Benson. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Intercepted, and the defense has set them up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Trying to pound it in. He gets in there for the 2. It's a 2-possession game now, and they've still got a shot. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Allard. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. On the snap, it's Singleton. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Still looking on the move. Inside the 25. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on a knot.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Stewart. Smashes through the tackle. Right down the gut of the field. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least to get that touchdown to
football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run. Great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Stockton. Using the quick game.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Branch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Georgia going up tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Smashes ahead. Touchdown Bulldogs! He would not be denied.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Where's the ball? Always trying to find that.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Flying out to the left. All out of space. Pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Right down the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one...
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On third and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Durham. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the target. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass and forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. He leaves it with his back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Part of the backfield, it's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stumped. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Takes his shot. Finds a man on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Finds some fresh air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Got the quick pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Thrust that arm out. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, if these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Good, right down the boulevard. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, better look out. Wide open spaces. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big claw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage.
Wide open on the right. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. He can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And I think this coach felt they needed something, right? You just scored, you created some momentum, you're still losing. Kick the onside kick, got aggressive, gets rewarded. Nice job by the onside kick team.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looking down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Quickly complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out?
Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
In the backfield, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss and find the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Though a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the 3rd, and they're lining up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Durham. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception